ArtX Lagos is gradually becoming the next big thing to look forward to in the art calendar. It's always a joy to see the creativity displayed every time it's showtime.
It's another first for West Africa. Leading galleries in the region bring their best foot forward to be part of this ArtX Lagos Festival.
ArtX 2019 is occurring for the first time in a different venue. I have been exhibiting with the fair since the very first edition. I'm a proud friend of the fair as well as a vendor. We have a new venue. It's much bigger. We have more galleries, we have more artists, we have more countries represented. The interest and the hunger for art, even just for the ideas, even if people are not buying, just the curiosity to learn is growing. We have more students. We're enjoying seeing the students coming to learn. And it's generally just a more exciting fair. It's a more spacious fair. There's more comfort. There's more diversity. The exhibition features 3 pioneering artists from Nigeria who are essential conversation topics in any discussion to do with Nigerian art history. We have Muraino Yelami represented here. We also have Uche Okeke represented and Obiorode Chukwu represented. You have paintings from Oyelami which come from a private collection, which are on average about 35 years old, painted mostly in the early 90s and the late 80s. It's nice to see the works that he made all the way back then, even though he's still working, healthy and alive today.
A crowd of art enthusiasts taking the magic that the gallery owners have created with the works of art exhibited, and there's something for everyone.
It's just nice to see the difference actually to see the similarities in his journey from then to now. Obviously some obvious things have changed, but Muraino Yelami is one of those artists who has built a very, very strong signature that is undeniable to spot. So you look at that. He comes from a very interesting school, the Oshogbo School and the Oshogbo movement, which was prominent in the 60s and has given birth to so many other artists who continue to help defy the idea that Nigerian art or the way of the artist must be formally taught or formally taught through Western education, which he is a result of.
Art is love. Art is the bedrock of most societies, and I tell you why. This is what most things are built on, our expression, and it defies boundaries. It also allows us it changes perception, and if there's anything we need in this world now, is any mechanism that allows us to change perception of who we are, to see the world in different ways, because I think we need to.
The whole point of art for a fair and for a gallery, a commercial gallery, is of course to sell art. But if, like me, you have a strong passion for education and a strong passion for enlightenment, it's also wonderful achievement that you're able to connect on transactions and do deals, but it's also wonderful that you can connect and really truly engage and teach and change orientations and subsequently change lives. So it's a great thing. It's a great thing to also see Nigeria's best foot forward. I'm very proud of the Nigerian galleries here who have taken risks to invest in a platform to promote their artists.
The galleries also hold mini exhibitions. Call it a show within a show, like this one, for instance.
This particular exhibition, since even though it's within a booth in an art fair, we try to treat it like a show, like a big solo show. It's called Just Looking. Because looking is the basic currency of art, isn't it? And often we say, oh, I'm just looking, to give us room to escape in case there's a problem. But actually, we cannot just look, because art does its magical work in milliseconds. And we bring to our looking all our experience, our prejudices, our choices, our discrimination, gossip. We bring it all in. So in fact, we can't just look. We tend to exercise a very important judgment when we look, however quickly. So it was just a little playful title to establish that looking is the basic currency of visual art.
The main thing that I wanted to show in this exhibition, or by displaying these artists at this fair this year, was that in a summary, there's nothing really new under the sun, to also make us have a pause to reflect on the journey of our art so far, especially as we're now in a new era of hyper focus on our contemporary art scene, which is wonderful. There's a lot of energy in that scene. There's a lot of external eyeballs on us, and artists are finding very, very diverse and dynamic ways to express our realities today. But then this is not new, and artists for generations and decades have been doing that. And I wanted to pay homage to that. Pay homage and highlight the leaps and bounds that have been made before now, before this decade, before the decade before, and to also highlight the foundations that were built on which we are now developing our contemporary art space, and which we also hope will give us a leap forward to continue to define new eras and new movements going forward.
For 3 days, the art community was held spellbound by the interesting works of art done by these creatives.
Your art house experience doesn't have to end when the show's not on television. Interact with us on any of our social media platforms. See any edition of Art House on Channels TV's YouTube page. Send your works of art to Art House on Channels Television by joining the group on Facebook. We are everywhere.
That's Art House this week. Thank you so much for spending time with us. And do know that you can play catch up on any of our online platforms, especially on our YouTube page, where you can see this or any other episode of Art House. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Have a great day.